in-house training program, a series of in-house training program conducted by DAV Public School, Videsi Vyas in Nalanda. The topic of my presentation is developing scientific temperament. The term quantum first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, in 1946 in his Discovery of India, United States Kennedy in his book Discovery of India, according to scientific temper is the attitude to search for new bodies of knowledge and not to accept anything without a proof. No evidence, no proof, no acceptance. What is scientific temper? Scientific temper to an attitude of logical. It must be logical in nature, rational, must be based on reasonable fact, and must be of scientific thinking nature. Any individual is considered to be a scientific temper if by a scientific method of decision making in everyday life. This implies scientific method in every field of life. This involves repeatedly observing and verifying a fact before forming a hypothesis. Hypothesis is simply assumptions. Different scientists have assumed different assumptions, like first, Earth was supposed to be flat, say, then it was supposed to be a spherical shape. After that, geocentric theory was proposed by Copernicus, Tycho Brahe, and others. Then, according to geocentric theory, geo means center, means at the center. Initially, Earth was supposed to be located at the center of the solar system, and the stars were assumed to be revolving around it. But later on, it has been discarded. Then Copernicus proposed heliocentric theory, supported by Tycho Brahe. Then Kepler proposed Kepler's motion, planetary motion, according to which Sun is located at the center of the solar system and other planets were revolving. Earth assumed to be revolving. This was simply hypothesis. It must be based on the basis of some evidence, not simply saying there must be this fact. Next, in this slide, children are getting excited to know what will happen during these chemical reaction. I think suppose there are some reactors reacting together forming a new substance. Color and other physical properties, properties are going to be changed. So they are getting excited to know and developing a scientific development. Next. There are actually so many questions arising in the mind of these child. How, who, why, what, when and where. So many questions are there. Suppose I am talking about electricity. Where the electricity is the wire. Who has discovered electricity? How someone has discovered it? Why it has been discovered, and what does it will do in future? Then and there, so many questions are in the mind of each child. Scientific temper is actual application of scientific method in day-to-day life. We should use scientific method to explain various facts. It includes questioning, means there must be repeatedly asking a question. Physically, reality should be examined, testing, analyzing, and communicating. Scientific temper describes an attitude which involves the application of logic. Means we should think logically. Every event should be how logically. There should be a reasonable how. There are discussion, argument, and analysis. These are vital part of scientific temper. This is according to article 51A under section 8. I think it comes in part 4A of Constitution of India, and it has been amended during 42nd Amendment of Constitution of India in 1976, and it has been borrowed from UWSA and recommended by Swansea Committee. If I am correct, Santosh sir, does it come under section 4A? Madhuk sir? Madhuk sir? Under which section it is coming? 51A. Under section A, okay, subsection A. It shall be the duty of every citizen of India to develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. Let us move towards Wikipedia. This term, scientific temper, is broadly defined as modest, open-minded temper, a temper ever ready to welcome a new life, new knowledge, new experiments, even when their results are unfavorable to preconceived, pre-imagined theory, opinion, long cherished is long-lasting theory. As in the case of different scientists propose different theories in different era. Now next slide, why is scientific temper important? Scientific temper is important in many ways. First, It brings forth a progressive society. Society will be progressive, that is free from superstition. Irrational practices. Our society must be free from superstitions. There are so many superstitions in our society even now. What, sir? I was asking a question, sir. Under this part, article number 51A is come. 4 is so I was telling that there are so many superstitions in our society even now, like eating food items during solar or lunar eclipse, cutting or crossing path of a cat. These are actually really superstitions in our society. Why not we eat food items during solar eclipse or lunar eclipse? Should we eat any food items during solar or lunar eclipse? Ashwini sir, should we eat any food items during solar or lunar eclipse? From any side? Should we eat any food items? This is it. Yes, sir. Okay. Means we are not having any evidence regarding this one. Why we should not eat any food items during solar or lunar eclipse. And crossing a path of cat. Should we cross path of a cat? Madhu sir, should we cross path of a cat? बिजली के रास्ते को क्या हम लोग क्रॉस कर सकते हैं? Why not, sir? Any reason, any evidence? Satyendra sir, should we cross?
No. Why?
Why?
Indeed, that they learn things. They look at mark, but they have dual mind. And some cases that is not outside you. Very simply.
Really, actually, these are nothing but superstitions in our society. Okay, we should explain it scientifically by developing scientific temperament in the mind of every citizens of India.
Let me ask a question for you. You will cross whenever you are facing the cats like that. We are not doing this. हम लोग देख रहे हैं. आप अपना मतलब ये बताइए.
These are actually according to my opinion, these are superstitions, sir. We should not. Why don't we cross path of a cat? Which you can toss it no doubt, no any harm. Need of scientific temperament temper in India. Actually, there is traditional society wherein production and development is based on tradition. Production and development are based on tradition. There will be error, no doubt. Experience are a dynamic society. We can define our dynamic society is one in which benefits of technology is freely available to each and every section of society. Means everyone should use, apply technology in their field that is dynamic society. Scientific temper breaks the bonds of dogmatism and does the develop scientific temper is one of the fundamental duties of Indian citizen according to Constitution of India. There are actually 11 fundamental duties now in Indian Constitution, and it is one of them. In serial number, it is act number of fundamental duty. There are also how many fundamental duties are in Indian Constitution? Fundamental duties, not about the fundamental rights. Yes, 11. Initially it was 10 number, but it has been amended, and now it is 11 number. And it must be a part of fundamental duty, not fundamental right. Okay? However, there are differences between fundamental and duty and fundamental rights. SST side, any difference? Now, explain it.
Duties are, we have the expectation of from every citizen. That should be so that every citizen should follow or to conduct his duty or perform his duty.
Anup sir.
Rights are the basic.
There are so many differences in fundamental rights and fundamental duties. I am talking about fundamental duty, which are 11 in number, and it is one of them. Developing scientific temper in the mind of every citizen of India. Thinking scientifically with different way, not a simple reasonable way. Development of scientific temper. Yes, PT Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru strongly believed in two wonderful concepts. He has given two wonderful concepts. One, freedom of speech, and next, the term he had coined, scientific temper, in his Discovery of India. He strongly believed in these two terms, a nation with a scientific temper. Our nation should be of scientific temper. He wanted to speak of the people of a nation would be able to think independently and understand, practice the scientific method in their lives, analyze, and not to take statement at its face value. Avoid simplistic reasoning. Simply be do not explain without logic. Everything must be found logically with a scientific temper. It is therefore essential that the school curriculum should respond adequately, sufficiently to these important needs. We should develop scientific temper in the mind of a student. These demands inculcation of values like spirit of inquiry, so naturally most children actually get a stifled and pressurized by the environment created by didactic teaching methodology. Simply उपदेश प्रधान teaching से काम नहीं चलेगा. We should develop a scientific temper in the mind of a student in various ways. We should use various activities to explain every event in every day-to-day life. Even learning of science, which should be of joy of discovery, becomes a burden now when we are not explaining every term scientifically by developing a scientific temper in the mind of a student, then it becomes a burden for me. So many facts, formula, reactions are there. Simply memorize it. Okay? Means memorizing simply formula or chemical reactions have so many facts, it becomes burden for them. So we should develop scientific temper in the mind of the student. It is therefore of paramount importance that education process be made joyful. It should be made joyful. With teachers acting as a facilitator of learning, as a friends and guides. They should act like a guide or friends for the student. They should be involved in various activities to develop scientific temper. Next. The child must be free to learn what chooses to at the pace and that he relishes, or it should take interest in something. Must be free to make mistakes without the fear of being reprimanded, being suspended officially. We should not scold students. They should motivate. They should allow them to think in differently, not by scolding them. There exist numerous success stories of school where